Knock, knock. Woo! I don't know. Hold up. You see that? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, it is 5:23 a.m. in the morning. Got a lot of fun in store today. However, first things first, we need a cup of coffee. We need to do some reading, exercise the mind, then get to work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's currently 7:40 a.m. in the morning. I was listening to a Bigger Pockets podcast on the way to work, which is what I always love to do, is listen to some type of a business podcast on my commute to get me in that mode to work and, achieve big things, right? Hopefully, one could pray. Now, we got a lot of things going on today. The theme of today's vlog is going to be setting goals, right? And I'm gonna tell you my goals later on in the vlog, but I kind of like having a theme to every single vlog, so that way there's a message behind every video. It's not just documenting my day, right? So the theme of today's video is setting goals, reasonable goals that don't stress you out, but push you to actually achieve a little bit more in life. So what I'm gonna do later on today is I'm gonna write down my goals, and it's gonna give you a really good picture of what my plan is for 2022 and for the next 4 years. In other news, quick little announcement, we have my first intern coming in today. I told him to show up at 8 a.m. Son of a baloney. He's here right now. It's 7:43. This kid is bright. This kid is bright. All right, ladies and gentlemen, meet Raj. I'm gonna tell you the story of how I met him in a second. He actually DM'd me. Okay, so here's what happened. I get DMs all the time by people saying, hey, can I shadow you? Can I come just see a day or whatever? Can we get on a phone call? A million things. I'll work for you for free, which is something similar to what he said, but the work for you for free does not get my attention because I still gotta train you, right? You still gotta do a lot of talking. It's gonna take a lot of time and effort from me. However, what you did that was different, my man, is he offered his service, his skill set. He came in offering something instead of saying, hey, let me work for free and learn. He was like, I do this, and that. Something like, you know what? Can I read the exact DM?
Yeah, it was like social media managing, and I have like computer skills, something along those lines.
There you go. So we're back on camera because me and Raj are talking. His name is Raj, by the way. We're talking, and he asked me, what did you ask me? Something about lead gen or like?
Yes.
And he's like, do you recommend I do social media? And I was talking about like, with cold calling, you might get business like within a month, 3 months, or whatever, right? But if you hate doing it, you're not going to be consistent with it, your business is not going to grow at a consistent pace. However, if you do social media, let's say, for example, you do social media content for 2 years, and you're just horrible at it. Like, no business, you're making 1 or 3 deals a year for like your first 3 years, right? However, that's 3 years of brand building and marketing and just like planting a lot of seeds, and then year 4 or 5, and it's just exponential growth, right? Because then you have what's called like proof of concept. You start sharing like you closing a lot of deals, which gets you more deals, which gets you more deals. And then just grows exponentially like, say it with me, Raj, compound interest, baby. Woo! All right, now let's get back to work. I'm putting together my to-do list, and I'm having a real problem today. I have 8 things on my list. I generally like to do 10 because that kind of forces me to like do extra work, because I'm gonna be honest, 8 items on this list I can get done in about 3 to 4 hours if I really buckle down. And there's a 8-hour day ahead of us, 9-hour day ahead of us. So we're not gonna be just doing 4 hours of work. That's a waste of time. Okay, so we're back. The time is 8:35. The truth is I gotta expose myself a little bit. Still only 8 items on the to-do list. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna keep looking at it, and I know later today something's gonna come up. So first thing on the to-do list is look up houses for buyers, which is what we are going to do. And I've shown this in a lot of other vlogs, so I might just give you a quick snippet. There's not that many to look through right now. The pipeline is kind of low, which is one of the few things I've been stressing about for 2022 is my pipeline. Because even though you don't have any pending deals, if you're out there showing property, it's gonna take care of itself. Right now, I'm not out there showing property, and it's making me nervous. I have done this enough times where I rarely have, see, this caught my eye right away. I kind of rarely have to like look into them in depth. Just by knowing the price point, the area, and the look from the outside, I know it's a good deal. Like, for example, this one I knew right away was a great deal because it's a 4-unit for $350. So whenever there's 4 units, I'm in. Okay, so we have had some technical difficulties with this camera. We ran out of memory, so we're back. A lot has happened, but nothing's really happened. We're on the to-do list, and I can scratch off one thing, which is follow with the client. We may end up actually having showings today for an investor, and you know, God's on our side. We may be able to lock up a deal for either $500,000 or $350,000. So we'll see where the day takes us, and that's what's going to fill up 9 and 10 item and go from there. And one thing I do have to do is I'm going to add number 9 is take care of pre-approval for client. It's very important because we have an accepted offer, but they're not signing the contract back, and I don't like any delays. So we're going to make sure we get them a more updated pre-approval and, you know, get that taken care of. So it's 10:16. Right now we're on to looking at investment property. We've looked up all the houses for buyers, and we have a showing at 12 o'clock for a place we actually have under contract or going to be putting under contract, but the client hasn't seen it. I haven't seen it, so we have to go preview it, take a video, make sure like everything is in the right place. And yeah, so right now as I do this quick CMA, I'm going to just basically ask Raj a bunch of questions. For example, why on earth does a 20-year-old want to become a real estate agent? Fire away.
One of the reasons is because you
Of me, I know. I'm just
yes, because
I'm just
opportunity is like limitless. Like it's so different from getting a job. If you get a job, you're like set at a salary. Like
right.
It doesn't go up, right? And even if someone like your job or your coworker slacks off at work, he's getting paid the same, right? Difference with real estate is the more you work, the more you make, right?
Amen.
So that's one of the reasons why.
Right now we're pulling comps for this potential investment property, but I can tell you right off the top, they're asking a little bit too much. $240 for a place that needs to be gutted. Just knowing that area is going to be a little tight. But hey, never assume. You never know, right? Okay. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We might be onto something here. Okay, so there we go. Decently remodeled. He got lazy with the stove, right? How are you going to replace the cabinets? I don't know if you guys here. Let me show you. How are you going to replace the cabinets and the countertops and the sink, but leave the stove? Sloppy work, okay? Just don't be that person, though. And I mentioned this in the last vlog when you're pulling comps. You look at the level of updates. So we know that this one just has regular carpet that looks like they literally just cleaned it, right? Somewhat of an updated kitchen, original bathrooms, and this does have a full basement. Does it not? It in fact does. Is it finished? It in fact is. Is mine finished? Mine is partially finished, so I got to do that as well. Same square footage. That one sold for $300,000. Now, you better believe I'm gonna do more updates. I'm gonna have a much nicer bathroom, much nicer kitchen, better floors, right? And I might leave the basement partially unfinished. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? That as long as it has a basement, most people are fine with it. So those additions, in my opinion, means I could probably sell mine for $310 to $315. We're gonna submit an offer today, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Me, you, Raj, we are doing paperwork, and we're gonna submit an offer today. If the deal is too tight, it's no longer a deal. It's too tight, right? For example, if my profit margin, like I wanna make $35,000, right? That's where I'm comfortable, right? If I sell at an average price, it takes me $40,000 to repair it, I wanna be able to make $40,000. Now, if it costs me an extra $10K in repairs, I got it covered because there's $35,000 worth of meat on that bone. And if I gotta walk away with 25, it sucks, but $25,000 is $25,000 times better than zero. Would you agree? So that's something to always think about. Never force a deal, but you can always make a deal that's not like at $240. This is not a deal. At $215, it could be, but they may accept it, they may not. It is now 11:16 a.m. and we have done a couple of things on this list. We have finished looking up houses for all the buyers. We finished up looking up investment property. And I'm working on getting the updated pre-approval for one of my clients. And we have a showing in this plane. You see that? 10 items, ladies and gentlemen. 10 items. And that 10th item could lead to a $35,000 payday.
Yep.
Or experience. If anything, experience. Here's what else we have on the list. Set goals. Make and post to TikTok. Make and edit a video. It might be like in line with this vlog, maybe what we set the goals at, and then maybe in the video I'll talk about why these are my goals, right? And then we have to post on Instagram this video I made about multiple offers, like literally a conversation I was having with the listing agent, and I want to post it because no matter what we do, our clients never really see us work behind the scenes. And if you can share some of the work you do behind the scenes, and the best part about social media is you could control what you post. So obviously post the good combo that worked out, not the bad one. Yeah. And all of a sudden you have a lot more credibility, right? So we have to do that. Then we have a few showings, and then we have lunch. So let's do setting goals, and then we'll go head over to our next showing. 2022 goals. Okay, beautiful. Now, what are we gonna do? We want to, $10 million in production. To give you perspective, all right, this is 25% more than I did this year, which is a very reasonable expectation, okay? We can hit 10 million. And if halfway down the year I realize we could hit way more than 10 million, then we readjust the goal. If we're not even close to 10 million, pedal to the metal. The income is, I want to make, so 10 million is gonna be, so I made 140 this year, I wanna hit $200,000. Again, 60K more, right? And I'm not attaching it to this because I want to make money from investing this year as well. So 200K will be both those combined. We do not care about the gross. The gross is cool because it's what you did. Like at the end of the day, this is money you generated. But if you're not taking it home, you might as well leave it at the office, right? So it doesn't matter. So now we're gonna go number 3. I want to buy 3 properties this year. Number 4 is like my social media goals. I want to get 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. Very fair. If I stick up to the trajectory that we're on right now, very easily should be able to go, right? So let's go 20K. Now the thing about YouTube is, it's only a matter of time until one of my many videos blows up. And the more videos you make in a more consistent basis, the higher the chances of it blowing up. For example, when I get to 14,000 subs, right? Now when I post a video that's just a really good video, that grasps people's attention, and now I can get to 14,000 people a lot quicker. So it's like my chances of it going viral are a lot higher the more you do it, right? So we could go from like 10,000 subscribers to 40 next month. Like, I don't know. But to be fair, this is a very consistent way to grow. That being said, what time is it? It's 11:33. Get some small things out the way here, and then me and Raj are hitting the road. All right, it's 12:36. We just had a quick office lunch. I had no idea that they're doing like an office party today, so that was interesting. So we ate some quick food. Now we're headed 22 minutes this way to preview property that we're about to put under contract. I haven't seen it. The buyer hasn't seen it, which is my client, so we're gonna take a quick video. So we can get that out the way, then we're gonna drive 40 minutes back this way so we can look at that possible investment property. And I know in my gut, we're gonna submit an offer on that. So as soon as we come back, we're gonna submit the offer, and then me and Raj, we're doing content creation for the rest of the day until he falls asleep or whatever the case is. So I will see you guys at the property. All right, folks, so we are here at the property. Right away, one thing I don't like is literally the entrance to the unit. It's like hidden, so imagine you're like a tenant or you're someone that lives here. You gotta park there and get your groceries all the way over here. It's kind of annoying, so I'm really hoping that there's looks like there's much closer parking on this side. Thank God, because that would have been enough for me to be like, hey, next place. Right away, not the biggest fan of the hallway, but it's not a big deal. Come on in. You're not in bad shape at all. Oh dear God. See that?
Yep.
This is one of those moments as a real estate agent. I could worry about my paycheck or I could worry about my client. Now me, I like to worry about my client. And in my opinion, these cabinets have got to go. Okay? The backsplash is really nice, but at least the bottom cabinets would have to go, and that is an extra expense we now have to worry about. So here's the situation with this place, okay? There is this unit that's move-in ready. There is another unit that was recently in a fire that they literally gutted and just put everything to like base. It's just concrete, and you can start from scratch. And starting from scratch, while it may cost money, I think if we can get that place for $90,000 or $88,000, might be better than this place for $88,000, because at least that one has a lot more newer things. Like for example, that's all new over there, but I believe the windows were shot in that one. This is a tough one. This is a tough one because I don't want my client to miss out, because at the grant, we're talking $5,000 difference, and there's really no other properties out there for $92,000. Let's be honest. Okay, folks, it's now 1:16. We're gonna head over to the possible flip. This one, I saw it, and in my opinion, I think those cabinets have to go. and at night, the price we're getting it at doesn't quite make sense. So there's no reason to rush it for this gentleman. He has a lot of cash, and I want to make sure we use it properly. So I'm gonna tell him that we should lower our price $2,500. If they take it, they take it. They don't, you can have a nice day. We can go to the other unit that's like basically starting at 0, but like everything is brand new. Like all the electrical's brand new. You have brand new concrete set up, and then the windows are all set. Like the lobby's gonna look much better, and I think these are intangible things. When he goes to sell 5-10 years later, it's gonna be better to sell a unit that's got a brand new lobby, because that, you know, just better experience than having to sell one that's, you guys saw that lobby, it was disgusting. So I'm gonna text him that, and then we'll see what he wants to do. Ultimately, it's not my decision. I simply make suggestions, clients make decisions. All right, so here's what's happening. This unit we just previewed for a client, we already had a quote accepted offer on. However, the seller has not sent me a signed contract yet. But that being said, the seller could easily sign the contract and then say, hey, we have an accepted offer. The reason I'm worried about this is because in the state of Illinois, you could cancel any deal for any reason within the first 5 business days, with exception to price. You can't cancel due to price, right? So I have to be very careful with my wording, because I don't want to get my client in a position where he's stuck buying this house if the seller, you know, worst case scenario, wants to exercise his right, which is probably not going to happen at this price point, but my job is to worry about it if it does happen. So I'm going to call my attorney and just make sure that I'm in the green on this one.
Great, what's going on?
So I got a quick question for you. I have a future client of yours that we just have an accepted offer on. However, we put an offer with, you know, sight unseen, and I just looked at the place, and I'm not really comfortable with the price we went in at, right? So I would like to ask for the price to be lowered or cancel the deal. Now, I know we can't cancel due to price. However, the seller has not signed the contract yet. Revoke?
Yeah, you want to revoke the original offer. Yep, you're taking it back. Revoke is the legal term.
That's all I need to know. Sounds good, my friend.
Right.
There we go. This is some of my best moments here. The agent has been just stringing me along for no reason. But now, I'm stringing her along. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. This is the place we're looking at. And as soon as I walked out, I looked at the neighborhood, looked at how clean everything is. What did I say, Raj? I love what they do. You can talk.
Oh, yeah.
I said I love it, okay?
Yes,
so let's get inside here and see what we are working with. Okay, so far, we can save these floors. So if we don't have to buy new material, that means we can get things done a lot faster. Great thing about this kitchen is it's tiny, which means it's less expensive to replace everything. So we would get brand new cabinets. Honestly, this amount of cabinet space is probably gonna be what? $3 grand, $4 grand for cabinets. Let's get $3 grand for cabinets, probably a $1,500 for countertops. This is the only countertop you need, right? And then maybe another $1,000 for labor, replace the appliances. This whole kitchen can be done in about $8,000, right? Which is great. So honestly, down here, I would probably do the plank, vinyl plank as well, because it's pretty solid. And instead of tearing it apart, I can go right over it, save me a lot of money. I could paint this, fix it up, clean it up, and go a long way. We put the offer in, and then that's gonna be an as-is sale, and then at the inspection, we find out exactly like some things that are major repairs. Like the inspector might let me know, hey, the foundation is shot, the furnace is shot, and that's gonna impact my ability to purchase it, and we can always back out if we need to, right?
A few moments later.
It's 2:59 p.m. We're back in the office, and here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna prepare and send out an offer for that property we just viewed. We're gonna go at 215. They're asking 240, and I'm comfortable in the 220, 225 mark. And then we'll see what happens. They take it, they take it. They don't, they don't. It will be an all cash offer, so hopefully we can close it in 2 weeks. So that being said, after that's all done, we get down to business, which is content creation, which is the lead generation portion of my day. So far this morning, you didn't really see a lot of lead gen from me, but we do it every single day. Content creation is lead generation. I'm slowly struggling to come up with topics that you guys care about. That's not gonna be repetitive because I've already made all the videos. So I don't wanna be making videos like super generic for a newer audience. I wanna make sure I'm taking care of the people who are already here. So in the comments, post your questions, okay? Questions, concerns, fears, anything you have, let me know. Camera set, we're ready to go, and it's time to film. I feel like a president about to give like his address to the people. The video is all done. I'm not gonna lie, some of my best work. I think you guys are gonna enjoy this very much. Now it is 4:43, so what we're going to do is make some TikToks, post them right away, and then so while we're editing, I gotta figure out that multiple offers video I want to put on Instagram, and then that will be the end of the day. We're gonna complete the to-do list, and we are making great time. Gentlemen, knock knock. Woo! I don't know. Hold on. You see that? You can't see it. It's too much reading. They accepted my offer. 221. Got them down. 9 plus 9. What does that get us? $18,000. 6 days on the market. Mwah! Great deal. I was willing to go up to 225. Didn't have to. Yep. So they accepted 221 cash. 7:02 p.m. We're still in the office. The TikTok has been posted. We already almost 2,000 views. It's been up maybe 30 minutes. Raj is actually helping me out with my content. He's putting captions on one of my videos. Once he's done, he's gonna send it to me. We're gonna upload it, and the final item on our to-do list will be completed, and we can go home with it. What a successful day. Raj, stay calm, man. Oh, stay calm. The time is 7:11. You see it, and it's officially time to go home. The day started at 5:30 in the morning, and it is ending at 7 o'clock. So you do the math of how many hours it is. By far the most successful day ever because an offer got accepted on my investment property, which is fantastic. And this has been a great experience with Raj here today. So hopefully you guys enjoy him in the vlogs a little bit more. He's actually gonna edit this vlog. So if you like the way that this vlog is edited compared to everything else, let us know in the comments. If you don't, if you need us to make changes, let us know in the comments. Either way, thank you so much for sticking around. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye.